Before you heard this message, before you clicked, before this moment, He already knew you would be here. There are moments in life when the noise grows quiet, not because the world changes, but because your spirit is being called forward. Tonight, this is not entertainment. This is alignment. You are listening because something within you is tired of carrying fear, confusion, and invisible battles. And that is when the angel of the Lord draws near, not to frighten you, not to overwhelm you, but to remind you of who you are. Take a breath, slow it down, because Archangel Michael is not distant. He does not shout. He does not rush. He arrives when the soul is ready. From the beginning of sacred history, Michael was known as gentle first. He was known as steadfast. When chaos rose, Michael stood. When darkness challenged heaven, Michael did not argue. He advanced. Michael is called the angel of the Lord, not because of rank alone, but because he acts when God's order must be restored. He is the protector of the weary, the targeted, the misunderstood, the ones chosen early and tested deeply. Michael does not remove struggle to weaken you. He removes fear so you can stand inside it. Let me speak plainly now. Some of what you have been facing was not coincidence. Not everything is psychological. Not everything is random. When your purpose grows louder, resistance appears. When your spirit strengthens, pressure increases. Michael does not come because you are weak. He comes because you are becoming dangerous to darkness. That heaviness you felt, that sudden exhaustion, that unexplained resistance, those are signs you are close to a shift. There is a moment, quiet, invisible, undeniable, when Michael draws near, not with thunder, not with chaos, but with authority. Fear does not scream when Michael arrives. Fear goes silent. Confusion stops arguing. Anxiety loses its voice. You may feel calm where panic once lived, certainty where doubt once ruled, strength without explanation. This is not imagination. This is protection activating. Michael's presence is often felt as blue fire, not fire that burns flesh, but fire that burns lies. Visualize it now. A blue light surrounding you, not pressing, not forcing, simply standing guard. His sword does not attack you. It defends your destiny. Every lie spoken over you, cut away. Every fear planted in you, removed. Every chain you carried unknowingly, broken. You do not need special words. You do not need perfection. Michael responds to clarity and courage. Speak like this: Archangel Michael, angel of the Lord, stand with me, guard what matters, remove what does not belong, strengthen what you placed within me. Then pause. Stillness is not empty. Stillness is where guidance arrives. You may notice stronger boundaries, fewer emotional drains, sudden boldness, peace without explanation. These are not accidents. These are confirmations. You were not abandoned. You were being prepared. Listen carefully now. You are protected. You are guarded. You are not fighting alone. The angel of the Lord stands where fear once stood. Say this quietly or aloud. I stand in truth. I walk in courage. I am guarded by divine light. What was sent to break me will not succeed. Pause. Breathe. This message reached you on purpose. Before you woke up today, before the fear tried to speak, before the doubt reminded you of the past, the battle was already decided. Not because you fought harder, not because you proved yourself, but because heaven moved before you did. This message is not here to hype you. It is here to stabilize you. Because when the soul understands this truth, fear loses its grip. You are not standing in uncertainty, you are standing after a victory. And Archangel Michael knows this well. You wondered why it intensified, why resistance increased just as you tried to move forward. Let this be clear. Darkness does not fight what has no future. The pressure you felt was not proof of failure, it was proof of threat. When your spirit aligned with truth, opposition noticed. Michael does not arrive late. He arrives when authority must be enforced, and authority has already spoken over your life. There is something you must understand about Michael. He does not negotiate with fear. He does not wrestle with confusion. He commands order. Where chaos existed, structure returns. Where panic ruled, silence follows. This is why his presence feels calm, not dramatic. Victory does not shout. Victory stands still. And as you listen now, something inside you is settling. That is not coincidence. That is alignment. The greatest battles are not loud. They end quietly the moment darkness realizes it has lost. The delay you experienced was not denial. It was cleanup. What you mistook for waiting was heaven removing residue, loose ends, lingering fear, false attachments. Michael was not fighting for you. He was securing the ground beneath you. If you feel warmth, heaviness lifting, or clarity returning, stay present. Michael's blue flame is not emotional. It burns. Fear-based thinking, inherited guilt, lies spoken in authority's voice. Picture it now. A blue flame surrounding you, not rushing, not forcing, finishing the work. You are not being changed violently. You are being restored precisely. Most people lose peace after winning because they don't know how to walk in authority. Here is how Michael teaches you. You stop explaining yourself unnecessarily. You stop chasing validation. You stop reacting to provocation. Victory does not prove. Victory moves forward quietly. Say this internally. I no longer fight what has already lost. Feel how the body responds. That is truth landing. Notice the changes. Less emotional attachment to old triggers. Sudden disinterest in old battles. Stronger boundaries without effort. Calm decisions replacing impulsive ones. This is not numbness. This is authority settling into place. Michael does not give adrenaline. He gives grounded strength. Now listen carefully. You are not hoping anymore. You are standing. Not asking anymore. Walking. Not surviving anymore. Established. Speak this softly or aloud. The battle is finished. What rose against me has fallen. I walk protected, ordered, and secure. I do not fear the past or the future. I stand in victory now. Pause. Breathe. This was not motivation. This was confirmation. What you are stepping into does not feel loud. It does not feel dramatic. It feels quiet. And that is how real authority arrives. You are not untouchable because nothing will ever try again. You are untouchable because nothing has permission anymore. The season of proving is over. The season of guarding has begun. And Archangel Michael stands watch. Untouchable does not mean isolated. It does not mean hardened. It means sealed. Things may approach, but they do not enter. Words may be spoken, but they do not attach. Energy may test, but it does not remain. This is the kind of protection that does not shout because it does not need to. When heaven seals something, it does not explain itself. Think back. Notice how certain things that once shook you now feel distant. The same triggers, less reaction. The same pressure, less fear. This is not growth by effort. This is intervention by authority. Michael does not block everything at the door. Some things are allowed close only so you can see they no longer work. Darkness tests what it hopes is still open. It discovered something important. You are not open anymore. There is a moment, often unnoticed, when access is revoked. No announcement, no confrontation, just a quiet line crossed that can never be uncrossed. Michael does not chase what leaves, he locks what matters. Your peace was marked, your mind was claimed, your future was sealed. What once drained you now passes by confused, not because it became weaker, but because you became unreachable. In this season, notice something. Michael is not drawing his sword for you anymore. He is holding the shield, because the battle is not ahead, it is behind. The blue light around you is no longer burning, it is stabilizing, like reinforced ground, like sealed doors, like quiet confidence. Visualize it now. A calm blue field around your life. Nothing forced, nothing tense, just firm. This protection is maintained not by effort, but by alignment. Michael teaches you this way. You stop revisiting what God already closed. You stop explaining boundaries. You stop negotiating peace. Untouchable people do not argue, they decide. Say this internally. What no longer has permission, no longer has power. Let it settle. That is not affirmation, that is law. You may notice silence where chaos used to live, confidence without aggression, detachment without bitterness, clarity without urgency. This is not emotional distance, this is spiritual jurisdiction. Michael does not make you cold, he makes you clear. Now receive this slowly. You are guarded without strain, protected without fear, established without noise. Say this softly or aloud. I am sealed by divine authority. What is not assigned to me cannot reach me. My peace is guarded, my path is clear. I am untouchable, not by pride, but by protection. Pause. Breathe. This is not the beginning. This is the confirmation.
There was a sound you didn't hear. No echo, no announcement, but something closed. Not in front of you, behind you. That is why the pull feels weaker now. That is why the memories knock but do not enter. That is why old fears try to speak and lose their voice. This message is not about what you're walking toward. It's about what you can no longer go back to. Because when heaven closes a door, it doesn't argue. And Archangel Michael does not reopen sealed things. A closed door is not punishment. It is permission revoked. Permission for old cycles to repeat, familiar pain to return, outdated identities to rule. You didn't fail your way out of that season. You outgrew it. Michael does not slam doors in anger. He closes them in authority. And authority never explains itself twice. Right after a door closes, the past often gets noisy, not because it's powerful, but because it's locked out. Old thoughts knock, old habits circle, old voices try one last time. This is not a test of strength, it is a test of attention. Michael stands at thresholds. He does not chase what's outside, he guards what's ahead. And if you feel a momentary pull backward, understand this. Pull is not access. There is a moment, often quiet, when finality settles. No drama, no relief rush, just a deep knowing. I don't live there anymore. Michael marks this moment, not with fire this time, but with law. What is closed is closed. What is finished is finished. And no emotional surge can override a spiritual decision already made. Picture this slowly. A doorway behind you, sealed in calm blue light. No cracks, no gaps. Michael stands there, not tense, not aggressive, still, because nothing is trying to break in anymore. The blue light does not push, it prevents. This is not resistance, this is structure. Your life now has spiritual architecture. Michael teaches this quietly. You don't revisit what's closed. You don't explain endings. You don't reopen doors for familiarity. Peace is maintained by agreement, not effort. Say this internally. What closed behind me no longer defines me. Notice how the body relaxes. That is alignment returning. You may notice less emotional reaction to old memories, fewer urges to explain your growth, sudden clarity about what doesn't belong, calm certainty replacing nostalgia. This is not coldness, this is completion. Michael does not remove your heart, he removes what drains it. Now receive this without rushing. You are not between seasons, you are beyond one. Speak this softly or aloud. The door behind me is closed by divine authority. I do not return to what ended. I move forward without fear or explanation. What is ahead welcomes me. What is behind me releases me.
Archangel Michael says, Part 5. Everything changes from here. Take a breath. Not because something dramatic is about to happen, but because it already has. The change you're sensing is not external yet. It is internal. And internal shifts always come first. This is not a warning. This is not pressure. This is confirmation. You are no longer approaching change. You are standing inside it. And Archangel Michael stands with you, not behind, not ahead, beside. From this point forward, the old way cannot repeat itself. Not because it was wrong, but because it is complete. Completion creates incompatibility. What once fit no longer aligns. What once drained you can no longer access you. Michael does not force change. He enforces truth. And truth has made a decision about your future. There is a moment, quiet and unannounced, when momentum changes direction. You don't feel excitement first, you feel stability. Because chaos thrives on uncertainty, and uncertainty is gone. Michael does not rush new beginnings, he grounds them. That is why things feel slower but clearer. Slowness here is not delay, it is precision. Notice this carefully. What used to provoke you no longer does. What used to confuse you now feels obvious. What used to require effort now feels unnecessary. This is not growth by struggle. This is transition by authority. Michael has removed old permissions. The rules that governed your past no longer govern your present, and the future responds to this immediately, even if you don't see it yet. This blue flame is different. It does not burn fear now. Fear already left. It reorders priorities. It strengthens discernment. It sharpens timing. Visualize it. A calm blue light moving through your life, adjusting, aligning, refining, not removing what matters, but placing it correctly. You are not becoming someone new. You are becoming accurate. Michael teaches this phase quietly. You respond, not react. You choose, not rush. You move when clarity arrives. The next chapter does not need force. It needs agreement. Say this internally.